seated. That's amazing. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We are just about to get started in the next couple of minutes. If you would like to let your friends and family who are not here today know that we are streaming today's Doctoral Hooding Ceremony on the FSU College of Education's YouTube channel, as well as on our Facebook page. So if you want to send a quick text, right now is the time to do it. We are also glad that you're here this morning. We have a special program for you and hope that you enjoy this special moment. I would like to introduce the Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Damon Andrew.
Thanks, Cheryl, and good morning, everyone. We're so happy to have you here. College of Education Doctoral Hooding Ceremony. My name is Damon Andrew, and I have the honor of serving as the Dean of the Florida State University College of Education. And it's my privilege today to welcome you to the Summer 2022 Doctoral Hooding Ceremony. And I am thrilled to celebrate the accomplishments and hard work of all of our talented students here with us today. As someone who earned my PhD from the FSU College of Education here, I can personally attest to the degree of difficulty of earning your PhD. The fact that you're all sitting here with us today is an inarguable testament to your dedication, skill, and passion for your respective fields. The College of Education has grown tremendously since I was a student. Things like online learning were only a pipe dream at the time, particularly for advanced degrees. And the stone building itself was actually a much smaller place back then, not just physically, but also in the terms of the programs, academic programs that we offer. So, however, I knew then what you all know now, that FSU was a special place, one that would forever hold a place in my heart. So regardless of where life takes you, you will forever be an FSU graduate. While plenty has changed since my time as a student, a few important things remain the same, and perhaps none are as significant as the rich tradition of scholarship. Your research will forever be part of your area of study and will influence scholars for many, many years to come. The College of Education is a diverse institution, and your dissertations actually covered everything from looking at the impact of race on the graduate student experience to exploring how video games could be used to teach algebra. So I hope that you cherish the moment when you first discovered that someone has referenced your work and their own research. Considering the excellence and quality of your research, I have no doubt that such an occasion will happen sooner rather than later. I hope that you all feel proud of the work that you have done and the contributions you have made to your respective disciplines. Through countless hours of writing, reading, and editing, writing a dissertation can sometimes feel like a lonely and solitary experience. That said, although you have certainly conducted the bulk of the labor, I want to take a moment today to recognize your support systems, family, friends, partners, cohort members, and others who have helped and encouraged you along your academic journey. Of course, not everyone can be here in person, and if that is the case, I ask that you take a moment and reflect on their help and support. Otherwise, I'd like everyone to turn and recognize your family, friends, colleagues, and faculty members who helped you on your journey and give thanks for their support with a round of applause. So at this time, I'd like to recognize a special guest who is with us today, Dr. Linda Jane Smith. After earning her Bachelor of Arts in Humanities and Master of Arts in English at FSU, she came back to the College of Education nearly 4 decades later and earned her PhD in 2009. Absolutely. As an education and professional development consultant who specializes in distance learning, Dr. Smith has produced vital research on constructing successful online learning environments. In 2010, Dr. Smith served nearly a decade as coordinator of online courses and professional development consultant for the American Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers. During that time, she also served for 5 years as professor and program chair for the Master of Distance Education and E-Learning program at the University of Maryland Global Campus. Today, Dr. Smith is an incredibly active supporter of FSU education programs. Through her establishment of the Linda J. Smith Endowed Scholarship for Lifelong Learning, Dr. Smith has directly made a tremendous positive change in the academic careers of many of our talented students. So it is my pleasure today to welcome Dr. Linda Jane Smith to the stage to share a few words to you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a very special ceremony. I am sure you have been looking forward to this moment of recognition. But looking back years from now, you may feel its significance even more. When I was considering beginning a doctoral program, someone with a doctoral degree explained that completing a doctorate was like joining a special club. The members of that club are not necessarily more intelligent or more incapable than those without the degree, but they do have something special in common. It is the feeling of accomplishment that one has from the perseverance and commitment it takes to earn this degree. I didn't understand what he meant until the day I stood on a stage like this and received my hood from my major professor. I am so glad that I persevered to reach this milestone. Today is a milestone in a series of accomplishments you will achieve. You have already demonstrated that you have perseverance and commitment, but you also have done something else very special. In one way or another, you each have chosen a career field of service. I have come to view those with careers in education as a type of first responder who serves by promoting the knowledge and community building that can make our world better and help erase the fear, division, and conflict that arise from ignorance. In other words, a lack of knowledge and understanding. There are many career options in the field of education. For example, today, we recognize those earning doctorates in policy and evaluation, leadership, administration, higher education, instructional systems, counseling, school psychology, sports programs, and various areas of K-12 education. Each of these is vitally important in the combined effort to prepare learners of all ages to function well not only as valuable members of the workforce, but also as contributing members of a world community. Looking to your future, I have 3 wishes for you, and that you will continue to exercise those excellent qualities that brought you here. My first wish is that you keep on learning. FSU has given you an excellent education, but there is so much more to learn, both in your field and in complementary areas. I completed my PhD in instructional systems in 2009, and as time goes on, I seem always to be discovering how much more there is to learn about my discipline, as well as other disciplines with which it connects. We live in a complex world, and knowledge in a specialization may require additional knowledge in other areas to be successful. So I encourage you to continue expanding your knowledge. I am grateful for the variety of learning and work experience that have prepared me for the work I do today. All of these experiences have been complementary and enabling. I began my college studies after completing a 3-year program in graphic arts. Except for a distant cousin on my mother's side, I am the only person in my family to have entered a college classroom. College was never assumed to be in my future, but once I got started, I never stopped. Some of my study was part-time, but all of it was while working and paying my own way. I have 4 collegiate degrees, credits from 7 different schools, and my most recent formal study was at TCC last fall to update my computer programming skills. I consider myself to be a lifelong learner, and I'm not finished yet. I might go back for a little more. You have gained significant knowledge and skills, and as you move ahead in your career, you will further develop your ability to apply them in practical ways and in a variety of situations and with different types of persons. Sometime in the future, you may discover that you would benefit from additional formal learning. I have often had students who already have a doctorate and then return for an additional advanced degree. They have learned that to fulfill their dreams and their missions, additional knowledge is needed beyond what they can efficiently gain on their own. Don't be afraid to return to the classrooms. Even though today you might not think, I never want to walk in another classroom, I'm done. I earned my PhD, 40 degrees, after I completed my bachelor's degree. In between, I had a career at a large government agency before I decided to begin a new career in education. I thought I might feel out of place on campus, but I wasn't. I was delighted to discover many there who also had a few gray hairs and wrinkles. So whether you return to a classroom or continue learning on your own, you won't be alone in those pursuits, and they will greatly enrich your life. My second wish is that you continue building relationships through support systems and knowledge networks. You have heard the comment that it takes a village. Although initially applied to the work with raising children, we can expand this idea to all that we do in education fields. We are stronger together. We are stronger in building our careers. We are stronger in serving our communities. We are stronger in enabling the changes that are needed to create the education system of the future. You are always building your reputation through relationships. Recently, as a student here at FSU, and later in your career. You may find that some of your best opportunities trace back to colleagues, professors, and friends you met here. These persons can be a significant segment of your support system. They also can continue to be contributors to expansion of your knowledge base. I encourage you to stay in touch with your professors and student colleagues. I also encourage you to find new support systems, either through informal networks of colleagues that you meet along the way, or the built-in networks found in professional organizations. Many of the wonderful opportunities I have had since completing my PhD trace back to the reputation I built and the relationships I maintained in my second master's program, which I completed just before returning to FSU for my PhD. These opportunities have included a 10-year consulting relationship with a national organization, work with institutions internationally, and eventually becoming a director of the master's program where I met those people. I have also enjoyed opportunities and new relationships by staying involved with FSU. I serve my program, I work on the Dean Circle, I have been a board member for Florida State University Schools, I am involved with Opening Nights Education Outreach, and I recently was appointed a board member for the FSU Alumni Association. I hope that I make contributions through these relationships, but I believe that I have received far more than I have given in this service. I have learned so much, and I treasure the new friendships that I have made. My village is very large and continues to grow. My third wish is that you keep contributing. I can see 3 distinct stages during which you will have opportunities to contribute. As you begin the next phase of your professional career, your prior work experience may affect how long you feel that you are just a newcomer. During this early stage, you may feel as if you are continuing learning more than contributing. But one way to look at this stage is that part of your contribution is that you are creating a valuable professional through new learning and practical experience. You will contribute much wherever you work, both in your specific employment position and in other ways you choose to serve your organization. As you become established in your field, the second stage I see for you, I also encourage you to consider contributing to your discipline in other ways. In addition to sharing your research and experience through writing and conference presentations, your participation in professional and community organizations can provide opportunities for service, opportunities for expanding knowledge in your discipline, supporting the work of colleagues, contributing to important policy development, and perhaps impacting legislation that affects the field of education. And have you benefited from having a mentor? Consider being a mentor for students coming behind you as well as junior members in your field. Now, the 3rd stage in this step that I envision for how you can continue contributing even after you retire from regular employment. There is so much need, and the experience you gain during your career will be invaluable to others. If you gain financial independence, it frees you to contribute without compensation. Help build your community. It builds a better world for you to enjoy. Be open to opportunities. When asked, what will you do after you complete your PhD? I replied, well, whatever looks interesting and is fun to do. I had no idea how many wonderful and interesting opportunities would come to me. And today, when I'm asked, when will you retire? I replied, well, why would I? I didn't spend a lifetime gaining knowledge and experience only to let it expire without serving others. The ways in which you contribute may evolve, but there will be many ways you can continue to serve the field of education. You will have so much to give to others who are following in your footsteps. Financial? Yes. But equally important is your time and experience. It takes a village, but it also takes a lifetime. If you fulfill these 3 wishes, you can be a lifelong learner who is forever young, always relevant, filled with excitement, and bringing joy to yourself and others. I congratulate you on your achievement.
Thank you so much, Dr. Smith, for your incredible wisdom that you shared with us today, but even more so for the shining example that you've set in your life for everyone in this room. I'm so proud to be your dean. We are also joined today by another special guest, Dr. Mark Riley, who's the dean of the FSU's graduate school. Dr. Riley, would stand, please? Several of you graduates actually had the opportunity to meet Dr. Riley yesterday at the doctoral breakfast that the graduate school hosts. And he served as dean of the graduate school since 2018, and he's been a part of the FSU community for more than 3 decades. And on top of serving as dean of the graduate school, he is the Raymond K. Shaline Professor of Physics and a world-renowned nuclear physicist, also a Lawton Professor recipient award here at the university. Under his guidance, the graduate school has become the engine propelling FSU up the rankings of American universities. Dr. Riley is a true champion of graduate studies and a believer in the transformational power of higher education. We thank him so much for his presence today, and we also want to congratulate him on the birth of his grandson, Matthew, who was born earlier this week. He's already a member of the FSU family. Who were at the breakfast ceremony heard that Dean Riley's grandsons have all come home from the hospital in Garnet and Gold FSU gear. And this is actually, I tracked down that picture for the ceremony today, so we're excited to welcome Matthew into the class of 2044, and the staff of the college went ahead, and I know that we have to get your permission for honorary degrees, but they've already kind of given the candidate for being PhD and being cute already. So maybe one day he'll be receiving a PhD in this room someday in the future. The College of Education, we're very excited about when a new mind comes and joins the planet, because we know that education is the profession that makes all of the professions possible, even physicists, right? Amazing. So we are so excited to welcome Matthew to the Tallahassee community. As part of today's ceremony, I want to reflect on the regalia and the tradition of the doctoral hood. So the regalia is an important part of the graduation ceremony and connects you with past and future generations of scholars. American universities established and adopted the Intercollegiate Code of Academic Costume in 1895, and since then, very little has changed from the code. Higher education institutions within countries around the world have a variety of garments and traditions, but the standardization of American doctoral regalia offers something special, a connection to the past, present, and future through tradition and ceremony. The regalia adopted by American institutions unites you with a rich legacy of academic excellence, not just at Florida State University, but across the United States. For recipients of the associate's or bachelor's degree, they wear a gown closed with pointed sleeves. Those who graduate with a master's wear a gown with oblong sleeves, open at the wrist and hanging down. The gown can be worn either open or closed. And then finally, the doctoral gown features bell-shaped sleeves equipped with fasteners so that they may be worn either open or closed. The doctoral hoods bestowed today are uniquely and specially designed to represent Florida State University. By formally accepting and adorning the hood, you are conferred the title of doctor. You have made me, your faculty members, your family and friends, Andrew University very proud. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Amy Durrett, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, to the stage for the reading of the names as we begin the hooding ceremony. Amy?
All right, who's ready for the main event? When your name is called, you'll come up in front of the backdrop and be hooded by your major professor and pose for some pictures that we'll share with you after the ceremony's over. We will be announcing the names by department. The first department is Educational Leadership and Policy Studies. Jung Jun Choi. Ivory Mary Gabriel. Deborah George. Lori Danielle Vaughn. Min Wong. Next, we have the Department of Educational Psychology and Learning Systems. Amala Webb Burris. Ha Jin Choi. James Thomas Gardner. Lindsay Michaela Behringer. Jae Young Ha. Dasha Highsmith. Yao Huang. Heather Camille Kent. Michael Peter Mesa. Maritza Miller. Jung Moon. Alexis Michelle Rojas. Mai Ping Wei. Next, we'll move on to the Department of Sport Management. Jinjian Chang. Christopher White. Yang Zhu. Our last department is the School of Teacher Education. Martin J. Bremer. Ashley Laura Demoise. Chantel. Jessica Lynn Smith. Taryn Wade. Amy Walker Warren. Hyun Won. Congratulations, everyone.
Well done, and I'd like to remind all the graduates and the families that we'll have all the photos that we've taken at the Graduates Day posted on our Facebook page after the ceremony, so you'll have an opportunity to download those. Former U.S. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice once said, "Education is transformational, it changes lives. That's why people work hard to become educated, and why education has always been the key to the American dream." Your education from FSU has certainly transformed your lives, but you also have the unique opportunity to transform the lives of others. You've achieved something incredibly special with this degree, and we look forward to seeing the great impact that your research and careers will make in transforming your local communities and the world around you. At this time, I'd like to propose a toast. So as our staff passes out the champagne, I invite each one of you here today to keep this, you can keep this commemorative FSU champagne flute. We hope that they will serve as a reminder of this special day and all the hard work that has led up to it. We also do have a packing station set up so that you can protect your glass for those of you who are traveling between here and home. So be sure to stop by on your way out today and grab a bag and packing material. celebrate your ideas, your hard work, and your triumphs. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I have no doubt that you will do just that and make the world a better place. Cheers.
Cheers.